and you will get a these two for SAP 2025 and 7Z. So once you get that, just now as I said, like you get installed with this 7Z first. Okay, install this one, and later on you go for this SAP 2025. So now right click on this, say click on show more options, and here you will find 7-zip option. So when you click on 7-zip option, you will find a lot of things here. So here you will get an option here, extract to SAP 2025. So just click on that. Yes guys, so it will give error because already the file is extracted. On the top you can see I have already extracted it. So guys, you can see it starts extraction here. So whenever it starts extraction, please check the total size of the folder here. How much it is showing here above? In my system it is showing 207. For your system it might show sometimes 206, 208 GB, right? But you have to stick with whatever total size of the folder is there. Now it is showing 207 GB. You have to check that after 100% of this extraction, the new folder which is extracted, it should be exactly 207 GB. If it is showing in my system 207, if it is showing 206 in your system, it should be exactly 206 GB. Understand this? So please keep this point very important. And yeah, what I'm trying to now, I have already extracted it, so I'll tell you the next process. I'll just cancel it out. Okay, so now you can see a folder has appeared here which is exactly 207 GB. So once you get inside this guys, right, so here you will find ECC demo server, and also you will find a VMware folder. So if you just open VMware folder, here I have given 3 versions actually. This is the latest one, but the other ones you might get only 12.5 and 16.2, only two parts will be there. Not a big difference guys, everything is same only. So what you need to do is you have to install this VMware workstation based on your operating system. What is that? Okay, now those who have Windows 7 or Windows 8, okay, those who have Windows 7 or Windows 8 as their operating system, please choose this one, that is VMware Workstation 12.5, and install this case. Okay, so install this version in your system because this is an older version, and of course your operating system is also older version. So only this Windows 7 and Windows 8 will accept this version of VMware. It will not accept the latest one. This now suppose if you have Windows 10 or Windows 11, then you just go for this 16.2 or 17. If you get 17, you can download that also, but for most of the candidates I'll give 16 only. So you just take this one and install it please. Ready? So how to install, I'll show. So just double click on any one of that. So click on yes. So it will start installation. Right? So you'll get an option here, Workstation Pro 16. So click on next. Click on I accept the license agreement. Next. So only you have to disable these two options guys. Check for product updates and join the VMware customer experience. So just disable both these options, and everything you keep as it is and say install, and it get installed quickly. The main thing is guys, just to download that file. Okay, so to download and extraction it will take time guys. So download also it might take some 2 to 3 hours, and for extraction also it might take at least 1 hour to 2 hours guys, based on your system speed. If it is latest one, i5 12th generation and all, if you have latest system, then it will hardly take like 20-25 minutes to extract guys. Okay, so that everything process after download guys, whatever we are doing here does not require any internet. Whatever, once you download the 26 GB file which I told just now, for next all the process you do not need any internet guys. Okay, So everything is offline mode. So once you get this, guys, here you can see at the last page it is asking the license, guys. So click on license and you have to enter the license key. So where is that license key? You can see the key notepad file is also available here. So open it. So here I have saved the notepad files for different versions of VMware. And suppose if you are installing, what is it? Yeah, if you are installing Windows for Windows 7 and 8, that is a 12 version of VMware, you copy this license key, the first one, serial key 12 for 12 version. And right now I have installed the second one, that is 16.2. So for 16 we have this license key. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here and say enter, finish. That. As soon as you say finish, guys, you just go for desktop and you can see on desktop icon has been appearing, which is VMware Workstation Pro. Okay, guys. So what you need to do, right click on that and say open. It will take some time to open, guys, because of the huge file size, but please keep patience and do it, guys. I know that if the system is slow, most of them, what they do, they open it multiple times, and if you are opening multiple windows of the same VMware, guys, it get crashed. Okay, it gets crashed. So guys, now see, when you come for the first time, you can see that on the home screen, you have a workstation 16 Pro as an option. And here at the bottom, we have three options: connect to new virtual machine, open virtual machine, connect to remote server. We have got three these options. So what you need to do now? So first click on new virtual machine. And this, whatever step I'm telling is, this is only for one time. You are not going to do this every time, guys. This is for only first time, guys. All these settings, whatever I'm telling. Once you set up this for the first time, next time onwards directly we can open the SAP software, guys. Okay, so please listen to that carefully. Now here it is saying like what type of configuration do you want? Do you want typical or custom? Most of them will go for typical, but I recommend to go for custom, guys, and go for next, next, next. And here you can see it is showing the last third option. I will install the operating system later. So click on next, and when it comes for selecting the guest operating system, please select Microsoft Windows only. Don't go for Linux or any other operating system. Click on Microsoft Windows, and here you set up the different servers. So I recommend you to choose only two servers for our SAP practice case. Either you can go with Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition, or you can go with 2003 Enterprise Edition. You pick any one of these guys. Okay, any one. So I'll go with Standard Edition. Say next, next, next. And now when you come for memory for virtual machine, see guys, I told you in the previous introduction class that minimum RAM capacity should be 4 GB, so that I can allocate at least 50% of that to my system to work on VMware and SAP software. Now even though suppose if you have what I say, 8 GB, 16 GB, I recommend you to allocate only 2 GB, guys. Don't allocate more than that. Okay, you allocate 2 GB only. Say next. So click on this one, network type, when it asks use host only networking. Click next, next, next. Don't make any changes. And when it asks you to select a disk, so click on use an existing virtual disk, because I have already extracted the server. So click on next, and it will ask you to select that file. So what you need to do, click on browse and browse to the folder where you have extracted that 207 GB file. So click on this. So where it is present in D drive, SAP 2025. So just open that, and here you can see ECC DMO server, which is nearby equal to 205 GB. And in your system it might come sometime 206 or 204 GB. Don't worry, but right now it is 205 GB as per my thing. So take that, say next, existing, finish, done. So now as soon as you click on that, set up the server, you can see on the left hand side a library option is appearing, and below that we have Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition. Remember guys, when you're working on this SAP software, please do not create multiple servers. I have seen many students that whenever they reopen this software for the next time onwards, second time onwards, whenever it takes to the home page, without checking the library, again they'll click on new virtual machine, again they'll set up the new server page. Don't do that. From second time onwards, you have to use the already existing server only. So always see that the library option is available in front of you. Now suppose sometimes if it is not available, so you have the option here. What is the above option? Show or hide library. Just click on that and a server will be available. So click on this and now you can find a option here. What is this option now? Power on this virtual machine. So click on this and it'll ask, uh, do you want to try to connect to virtual device every time you power off? No. So click on I finished installing and now another 5 minutes the setup will be done. Okay, now when it comes to this stage guys, some of the systems will get hanged up or some of the systems also uh, may get very slow enough guys to work on that. But what process to do that, or what settings we need to do for that process, I will tell you guys once I do all the settings. Okay, so do that setting also guys after doing all these things. So whatever errors or warnings are there, just click on that. Okay, don't worry about this. Now it is saying press Ctrl Alt Delete to begin. So here above guys you can see there are option send Ctrl Alt Delete to this virtual machine. Can you see on this top right? Just click on this and now it is going to ask you username and password guys. So remember guys, for all the logins in our system we have kept a common password, that is India123, all in small case guys. For all the logins we have kept a common password, but right now you can see that here it is asking username and password. Username system has taken by default, that is administrator, so don't change that. Password you just enter India123. So now you come to the main page. So when you come to this main page here, okay, so you will find these two things here. What is that? SAP Management Console and SAP Logon. Two options will be there. So even suppose if you have multiple other things, just look for these two options: SAP Management Console, SAP Logon. So don't directly go for SAP Logon guys. Sometimes when you go for SAP Logon, most of the students and click on directly Logon, you'll get error. See guys, you'll get error here. So don't do that. So first you open this SAP Management Console. Here, when you open, you can see there is a SAP systems option available on the left hand side. And might be that the screen, the what I say font size might be very small. So I request you to just zoom that area and check it guys. So it is saying SAP systems. So we have a lot of options inside that. If you minimize also, you can see plus sign, minus sign symbol is there. You can minimize that or you can expand also guys, right? We have a lot of options. So under that SAP systems, there is a DMO option. Under that DMO, we have three servers: SAP server, server 0 and server 1. So just click on SAP systems and above you can see there is a start button. Click on start and what to do? You just enter the password again. Now again you can see username it has taken same SAP server administrator. Password also remains same guys, India123. So this step is very important guys, right? So here also it will take some few seconds to minute to set up all the servers. And what you need to check here is you just check that whatever the servers are present under the DMO, all these servers should turn their colors into green color. Okay, so now you can see they are turning bit like server 0 is green, here server is in yellow. So to fasten up the process, you can just click on this refresh tab. You can see there is a refresh tab available. Just you can click it multiple times just to fasten up the process. So make server 0 and server 1 both into green color. So wait for that guys. Right, now you can see server 0, server 1 both have turned into green color. So after this, just click on this plus sign like symbol, click on process list, and here you have to check the status, that the status of all three servers or process should be running. From the process list case, all three should be running. Most of the time, in some cases if any issue happens, the second one it will come stopped. If it is coming stop guys, then what you need to do is you have to close everything and reset up the software guys. That is the only option to get it corrected. That is the secondary that you leave guys. You just check that all the status are in running and then come for last second option, that is ABAPWP table. So what you need to do here you have to check the status of all the servers should be wait. They should be in wait, guys. Initially they will be in run, but after few minutes again they'll convert it into wait. Okay, so once every server turns into wait, now your setup is completed. Just close this window. At last you want to save this console settings. Yes. Now go for logon. As soon as you click on logon, now the system will ask you the client code. Client code is 800 only, so that you don't change, guys. It is asking username and password once again. So here, guys, the username is SAP user in continuous manner and all in small case, guys. Again, small letters, SAP user, and password is India 123. Okay, so just go here, enter that one. SAP user, password India 123. Hit enter. Done, guys. So we have set up the software. Now this is our home screen of the SAP software, from where we are going to practice our practical classes. Whatever the syllabus we are going to cover, it is all from here. So once you come here, you can put it in the full screen mode. So just go to view and click on full screen. So now here you can see the full screen mode has come. And also sometimes the font size might be like bigger or too smaller. So to arrange that fonts, you can see there is option available here that are customization of local layout. So go here and select the option here called as font, and maximum I can allocate is 20, guys. I cannot go beyond that. So just click on that and you can adjust your font size on the screen, guys. Or if it is too big, you can also make it small. Right now, because I have what I say bigger screen resolution, so might be the font size are too small for you right now. But in some cases, the fonts will be too big and you want to reduce the size of your font. So in that case, you can just go here and set up to 16 or 14, guys, anyone. Okay, so for me 16 14 will be too small, but I recommend you to do that, guys. Okay, so that is how we set up the software for the first time.